Joining us this morning is Laura Crawford, who is Matt Crawford's mom, and welcome, Laura. I just met you this morning, and you brought
I know.
a little cranberry bread.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's
Appreciate
wonderful.
that.
Thank you.
Lunch.
As soon as cranberries hit the shelves, I have to buy it and make bread.
We appreciate that.
That's wonderful.
Of course, Matt is here representing the Outdoor Learning Center, which he started here. Has it been 2 or 3 years?
3 years, 2011.
2011.
Yeah,
So
hard to believe.
hard to believe that much time has passed, but it has, and it's absolutely a complete success south of town here. And they have a quilt raffle coming up, and the actual drawing will be here on the show on December 15th. And that's homemade.
Beautiful.
Laura, actually, his mom made this.
It's
Handmade.
beautiful.
How long did it take you to do?
Beautiful.
I hate to tell you, jelly roll quilts only take about 3 hours.
Really?
As we were having a discussion before
Yes.
we came on air,
What's a
that
jelly
this is
roll?
a jelly roll quilt.
What's that mean?
Laura will show you.
This is a jelly roll. And compare it to making a cake from scratch to making one from a box. This is already cut. You see it's the same size as that. And you simply sew all of these end to end. You have a huge pile at your side. You put the ends together and start sewing. This is one that I've taken apart to give you a little better idea of how long one strip is.
Wow.
So you sew 40 of these together. So you know you have a big long pile. Just sew them together. It's a wonderful quilt to make. Sometimes you don't really want to sit and think and cut out a million pieces.
Yeah.
You just want to sew.
Yeah.
And then I took out a jelly roll and make the quilts. When Matt asked me for this October 10th on my birthday,
Yeah,
I gave you a
nice.
birthday present.
yeah, this is my birthday present.
This was the only Christmas one that I happened to have on hand. So he got the jelly roll quilt. And when I told him it was a jelly roll, he said, huh? He didn't,
I had no idea.
he didn't know what a jelly roll
Yeah.
is. But if you're interested, you can go online, jelly roll quilts, that's all. And you get hundreds of hits. There are books and books and books and pattern after pattern. In fact,
And we were talking just a few minutes ago about going on Pinterest, and if you go on Pinterest, there's a whole section on jelly roll quilts. Also.
oh yes, yes. Jenny Doan from the Missouri Quilt Company, she has some wonderful videos right online.
Yeah. You can go right to
shows you
Pinterest and she's on there.
Yeah.
And you can just click on her videos right there too.
Didn't the Art Center just have a big quilt thing?
We just had a black and white. I'm looking at black and white in her hand. We just had a big quilt that it wasn't a jelly roll quilt. It was cut. It was, I think, a variation of a 9-patch quilt that we just raffled off on Saturday.
Oh, good. Good. Well, this is one that I made. It's not finished. It's just the top. Did you want to?
Yeah, we were gonna open these up. I'm gonna be sorry, Matt.
Arvana.
Have you been making these since you were a little
You're
girl?
Arvana.
No. When my first grandchild was born, that motivated me
To start making
I'm gonna-
to start making.
26 years ago.
Oh, Danny's.
And as you can see how easy this is, I mean, it's just really nice.
That's a beautiful one too.
Black and white, and it's just got a little bit of color in here showing. You sew the strips. You sew the strips and you decide your length, right? How big you're gonna make it.
No, you just use all the fabric. You just use it all. And this is how big it comes. You can put, and I have put, in fact, maybe on this one there's a border. No, there isn't. You can put borders on these to make them a little bigger. You can also, between each of these strips, you can sew a little piece of fabric, and it sort of holds it together.
Yeah, and change
Like
that
this
way.
one I would
This is
probably
pretty.
put maybe blue between.
In there, yeah.
Now that's unfinished, but this is another one that is finished.
All right, Matt, you're getting this one.
Okay.
Oh, isn't that pretty? Ooh, this one's very pretty. Look at the blues, the turquoise and the lime green. And you tie them.
Well, this particular quilt, I do tie because it sort of lends itself. Yeah.
Good face for radio.
Yeah. It lends itself to
Yeah,
tie.
yeah, absolutely. So you don't have to, I mean, if you wanted to take it and have it quilted, you certainly could, but
Oh,
you could just
certainly.
tie it and it would work beautiful. This is
Yeah.
beautiful. How nice is that?
And another use for the jelly roll strips. I've never made a Halloween quilt, but I happened to buy a roll on sale.
And where did you buy that?
Um,
Did you buy it online or did you buy it in a shop?
I don't remember. I buy
Okay.
everywhere.
Okay.
Uh,
So would they have them at Joanne Fabrics? Do they
Oh,
sell
yes,
jelly roll?
definitely,
Okay.
yes. A jelly roll, it's about $35.
Okay. Well, you'd spend that in the material, if not more.
Oh, yes, it
Way
would.
more, because you have no waste.
Yeah. Well, this particular
Oh,
one,
cute.
I bought the jelly roll on sale and didn't realize that it was Halloween material.
Ah.
So I made, and this is the jelly rolls right in here. The strips.
Yeah,
These are
that's
jelly rolls.
darling.
So there's all kinds of things that you can do to jelly roll quilts.
Very nice. This really shows a variation of what you can do with the strips.
Yes, here's what the strips start with.
Gonna
Oh,
see it
okay.
down there.
And you can see that I've cut at the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and that's these
Mm-hmm.
strips in there. And that's just one thing that you can do
Mm-hmm.
with quilts.
Very nice. This is beautiful.
I'm glad you were here today, Penny. It
See?
would have been hard for Pat and I.
I know. Pat would have just been, he would have zoned out.
Yeah,
I know. Here, Lord, are those. But
This is right up Penny's alley.
I know, I love it. I love to quilt.
Yeah.
Well, we just had a big quilt exhibit at the center. Did you get a chance to come down?
No, I
We had a
didn't.
big, the Conneaut Quilters had an exhibit.
I was just going to ask if there are a quilt group.
Yes.
Up
Mm-hmm.
here.
Yes. Where do you live?
I live in Newcastle.
Oh, do you?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Yeah.
I was thinking you lived in town.
No,
we just.
I had a cottage on Lake Road for a long time.
Oh, okay.
And you had a wonderful quilt store.
I don't remember the
It's
name.
down toward the mall. There
Mm,
was a quilt
the
store.
best to my knowledge right now,
Oh, they left.
yeah,
I was,
locally, it's
yeah.
Joanne Fabrics. There are a few small quilt stores, and if someone knows, you can certainly call in.
Cotton Pickers is one that
Yeah,
I still
yeah,
go to.
and there's one on Peach Street when you're coming up the hill from the mall, going down
Yes.
up up
Yes.
there. I haven't had a chance to stop there, but oh, it's intriguing me. So one day I will head there.
Yes. Well, they sponsored the Chautauqua Quilt Show
Oh, did they?
every year.
Oh, okay.
And that's a highlight of my year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, we have a group in town called the Conneaut Quilters, and I know there's more than 60 members. I'm not sure. At one time they were over 100 members, but that's beautiful.
well, I
That's
belong
beautiful.
to the library quilters in our town.
In your town?
And in Youngstown, my son will have something to say about this.
Mm-hmm.
I belong to the Crazy Ladies.
Ah.
They do crazy
Mm-hmm.
quilting.
Oh.
But I know he's thinking something else.
Yeah. So this is the quilt that is being raffled off to benefit the Nature Center.
Correct.
And where do you get tickets? How much are the tickets?
The tickets are $5 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
I have them. Wendy DeBay has them. at
Okay, you
the
can go to the Chamber of
Chamber
Commerce.
office.
Mm-hmm.
can call Jeanette Spears' phone number.
Okay,
At the
at
office.
Spear Accounting.
Spear Accounting
Mhm.
in her office. And Jerry Anderson has them.
Okay,
And the school has them.
okay. And when is the drawing?
December 15th or 16th.
All
Whatever the
right.
Monday is.
15th.
Okay,
Fine.
if you have some tickets and you'd like to give me a few for down at the Art Center, we would
Okay.
have them there.
I have them with me.
And if Matt gives me some tickets, you can just stop down at the Art Center and I'll have a few tickets. Would be happy to sell them for you.
That'd be fantastic.
This is beautiful.
Well, I didn't want you to think that that was the only thing I could do.
Oh, no, there's no doubt in my mind you can do more because
So
I'm a
different.
quilter and these are put together very well. Your seams on the back are very nice, so
wanted to
I know you know what you're doing.
I wanted to show you one other one.
All right, maybe I'll stand behind you, and because it's so big here, I'll just stand behind Matt and I'll open it up behind you. I'll be the backdrop.
Cool.
Ooh, this is a bed quilt.
Yes.
If we can take a dozen names, we'll give away a ticket today.
Okay.
If you got time.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Bob, ooh, how pretty is this? All right, I'm just gonna hold it up like this because it's a bed quilt, but
That'd be nice and warm and cuddly today.
It looks heavy.
we're back here and ooh, this is so pretty.
I can,
This is so pretty. Pretty material. Very nice.
The
Can you-
design in the middle looks like that.
Yeah,
I know, look Matt, we framed
It's a
you.
good design.
First I hid you.
Yeah.
And now we made you the focal point. That's very nice. Very nice, Laura. Very nice.
are you a quilter?
I do quilt. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
What is your favorite pattern or type or?
I like scrap quilts only because through the years I've acquired a lot of scraps of material.
Tell me about it.
So I do a lot of scrappy quilts. But it just depends on what's going on. Right now I'm intrigued by jelly roll quilts, so I will be doing that over winter.
Well, let me tell you what you could do with a jelly roll quilt if you have a couple of friends. You could sew them together end to end and then have a race to see who can put them
They're
together.
the fastest.
Yes, yeah, I'm
that'd
dying
be
to
cute.
do that, but I don't have enough friends that are interested in
Yeah.
Now, we have a surprise I've been telling Matt about for a week that we're going to do here on the show.
Yeah,
He has
you-
no idea what this is about.
I don't either.
And what we're going to do, we'll take this break real quick, and we'll come back with the surprise. This is very interesting. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm clueless.
He's clueless. He has no idea. So
I don't either, Matt.
we'll show you in a minute.
You don't either?
No.
Joining us right now is Michelle Zarati, a good friend of mine for many years.
Want some help?
And
Michelle? You okay?
Michelle, you're a big fan of being outdoors.
I
You're an
absolutely
outdoors
love
person.
the
Yeah,
outdoors,
and
yeah.
I know you're a big supporter of the Outdoor Learning Center as
Yes.
well. Yeah. So you and Matt know each other.
Oh,
huh?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So Michelle and I got together in an email here about a week or so ago, and I wanted her to come on and actually be on the show with Matt to do this. Is it working now?
I got it on my machine, so I printed it out.
Okay. All right. Thank you. We're gonna give you a weather update here in a second too. All kinds of things going on this morning. But anyway, Michelle, I asked her to come in this morning, and she braved the weather conditions and all that sort of stuff. I'm going to turn it over to you, Michelle.
Okay, Matt, I want to tell you what you've done is something I've always dreamed of, and you did it, and to show you how much I appreciate the part, I have made this for you.
Oh, come on.
This is handmade.
Yeah.
Oh, my heavens.
Okay.
There you go.
I
And
love it.
it's weatherproof.
I love it.
Here you are.
It's
That's
beautiful.
beautiful.
This is all driftwood
All
from
handmade.
the
Card,
beach.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, is that weatherproof? Can you?
Yes, it has 4 coats of varnish on it, and there's a mat. This is gold flake on the lettering, so a vehicle, this will illuminate. The words will illuminate.
Yeah.
So it's
That
easy
is
to see
absolutely
and dust.
beautiful.
Back here
That
is a
is
hook that
absolutely-
can hold up to 50 pounds.
Right.
So depending on where you want to put it, you can buy a piece of chain at the hardware store. But there you go.
And Matt, read it so everyone, in
Yeah,
case
it
they
says,
can't read what it
Welcome to the
says.
Outdoor Learning Center. established 2013.
Jack
Thank
gave me
you
that.
so
thing.
much.
Oh, well done.
Thank you.
I appreciate
That is beautiful. You know, she worked a lot of hours on
Oh,
that.
Oh, I
that
can
is
tell.
absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful.
Absolutely. Oh,
Yeah, to show you a little fib out there. You asked
Yeah,
me
she
why I was
did.
here.
What'd you tell her?
Relief.
I said, well, I'm talking about my wood carving and something else. I don't know. I have my fingers crossed, you know, so when you tell a fib. Yeah, make that see.
That's relief carving, is that called?
I'm a knife carver, so yeah, that would be relief. And then it's some 3D. This is
Yeah.
also wood.
Yeah.
It's just a little decoration.
So that illuminate then, Michelle?
It's reflective.
It'll glitter,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Got
you know,
you.
you can buy gold flake, silver flake, and it's
Oh, that's
reflective.
wonderful.
How
It
long
is
did it take you to work
beautiful.
on that?
It was over 70 hours from
70?
start to finish.
Yeah.
Oh, I can
Remember, this is
imagine.
wood coming on the beach. It's really,
Yeah.
really rough starting, and you know, to
Yeah.
clean it all up.
One of her hobbies is going
That's
to
all
the beach and
drift,
picking
yeah.
up driftwood.
And this
Oh,
is from an
driftwood.
antique desk, the backboard. It's a piece of walnut. I cut
Piece
that
of
on a
walnut.
saw and
You're quite a talent, kiddo.
Sure
Thank
is.
you.
It is
Thank
just
you.
Ah.
beautiful in
Thank you so
person.
much.
Absolutely
Um,
beautiful. Thank you,
Thank
Michelle.
It's
you. Thanks for
gorgeous.
having me
Thank
on.
you so much.
That is gorgeous,
Oh,
Michelle.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is awesome.
Beautiful.